and welcome to Makeup and Tutorials with Kat
and
Livvy. So today we are mainly going to focus on contouring. Now the contouring that I do is not as intense as some people do it. It's very, very simple. So for daily life, it is perfect. If you're always rushing, I'm always rushing. You'll hear about that a lot. So what I use for foundation, I use Make Sense in Almond. The containers, the little bottles that the Make Sense comes in is super, super awesome because it is an air pump. So you are not going to waste a single drop of what you are paying for. That is one of my favorite things about this makeup. So I typically, I've already put it on my hand, but I typically just do one pump on the back of my hand. It's very easy. I don't wind up wasting anything. I hate doing the dots on my face. That's just me and my personal preference. So I do use a foundation brush. I actually don't even know where I picked this brush up. I actually think I got it at Walgreens one day and they were on sale. So I just grabbed a bunch of makeup brushes. So Livvy is going to be over here applying her makeup as I do my makeup. She has all of the old hand-me-downs. So everything that but it's awesome and she's gonna do a great job. Okay, so also another shout out real quick before we get started, Bout Betty's. Bout Betty's is like a surprise box you get in the mail once a month. They always have super awesome stuff, but this hat that I have not been able to take off all day because it's so warm and cozy, this actually came in my Bout Betty's box today along with like it's a travel coffee mug, some stickers, hot chocolate, which she wound up taking, some apple cider, or no, not apple cider, it was like a tea bag of like chai tea. But they're super awesome. If you guys are just getting into derby or have been into roller derby for a long time and you haven't heard of Bout Betty's, definitely go check out their Facebook page, check out their website. Rachel and Jessica are some of the most awesome and sweetest ladies you'll ever meet in the derby community. They're amazing. Stop. Why are we stopping?
We have to go potty.
We have a potty emergency. We shall be right back. And we are back. Okay, so like I was saying, Bout Betty's, check them out. They are amazing. So I am going to start. I have a mirror down here, so I'm going to look down here while I'm talking to you guys. So with my foundation, I just use my brush. And I go in.
Hello.
And just apply to my face. I always start with my forehead and just work my way down. That's just how I do it. Livvy is excited. I hope you guys are excited too. Livvy just recently really started getting into makeup. She loves it. She gets to wear it on the weekends when she's staying at home. I don't really let her wear it out. She's still pretty young, but with me being so into makeup, I can't say no. Now, I don't apply foundation really to my eyes. Like, I wipe over it just a little bit, but I don't put a ton. I know a lot of people, you're not supposed to necessarily, but I like to just put a little bit on there.
I have purple lipstick.
And I do not apply my foundation to my lips at all. You need for lip sense, you need your lips to be as clean and dry as possible for a good application. Excuse me, sorry.
Mama.
Yes, baby.
I love you.
I love you too, honey.
Sometimes I like to just say mommy.
Oh, that's okay.
Mama.
So going in here. I somehow managed to be very lucky, and I matched my foundation perfectly when I first picked out my color. You go by the veins in your wrist to see if you are a warm or a cool tone. That is definitely the best way to do it, to ensure that you're not going to be too far off on what you need. Huh?
When can I do it?
You're gonna put powder on, baby. You are so young and beautiful. You don't need this.
Mama, when can I do it?
You can go ahead and start whenever you want to, honey.
I want to start right now.
Yeah, go ahead. That's fine. Do you want your powder first, though?
I'll do powder last.
Well, you gotta do your powder first before you put your eye stuff on. All right, so I'm just finishing up. Make sure that I blend it down into my neck. Don't ever want any harsh lines. You always want to be really careful around your jawline, so that you don't have that harsh line, especially if you've had trouble color matching with your foundation.
Mama, look.
You want to make sure that you blend really, really well. So there we go. As you can see, I've been working on my lighting still, so I apologize. It's still a little bit off, but we're just trying to find the perfect light here. But got foundation on my face.
Hello.
So,
Yeah.
calm down. So Livvy is going to, I'm going to use this as well, but she's going to go ahead and use it. This is the Natural Translucent Powder. It comes with a built-in brush, which is really cool. I love this because I don't get a huge mess. It doesn't get all over my shirt. I wear a black shirt to work every single day. So I can put my clothes on and not have to worry about my makeup falling onto my shirt while I'm putting it on. But it's stored in here. And the way I do it, I just bang the bottom, and I have a little bit come out into the air, but it's not a huge mess. Like using another loose powder. So I just bang it so it loosens and comes out into the brush. And now Livvy will put some on her face. If you want to scoot over a little bit, you can show everybody how you do your makeup. And so she'll just apply it, cheeks, chin, nose, forehead, all over. There you go. Beautiful. Great job. All right, wonderful. Now you can go on to doing your blush and your highlighter and everything. Okay, so next so I use my cream blush underneath my powder, my translucent powder. I'm sure some of you have heard me say this before. When I first picked out my blush scents, I saw...
does it go here?
That's for your eyes. That's your eyeshadow.
Here?
On your eyelids. When I first picked this color, I saw cherry, and I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. It's going to be bright. Wound up being way, way too dark for me. So instead of wasting it, what I tried out was I took the Pearlizer. It is a shimmer that you can mix in. It's like a shimmery foundation. I love it. Again, in the air pump bottle, you use every little bit. You're not going to waste any of your money. So this is the next step. I just take about half of a pump, again, on the back of my hand. And I mix.
Mama, this goes here, right?
Yep, perfect. I mix my cherry blush. I put just a speck. So here I have my Pearlizer, and I am going to just put a tiny little dot of my cherry blush scents
I want to
there.
see it.
Right here. See?
See it.
It looks like a little eyeball.
A red eyeball.
Yes. And I just mix that up with my finger. And it winds up being a beautiful, beautiful shimmery blush. I love it. It's like everything happens for a reason, right? I made a mistake, and it wound up being amazing. So I'll definitely continue to do this in the future,
Mama, these
even
are
when
for
I
our
run.
cheeks, right?
Yep, that's for your cheekbones at the very top. Livvy is now doing her highlighter. So I use an angled high def brush. Again, this is...
That brush goes right here.
You can use both of them. Again, this is one of the brushes that I picked up on sale at Walgreens. I used to be a huge brush snob, but in the chaos of life, I just pick up cheap brushes when I can find them on sale. They've been working great. I haven't come across any that shed a lot. Shedding is what I absolutely hate. So I go in with my angled brush, and you're going to want to suck your cheeks in and look like a fish. Right, Liv?
Yeah.
Let me see. All right. So just going to go in right here. And I just go back and forth, just right along my cheekbone. Livvy's going crazy. It's called lipstick because it's for your lips. You only put it on your lips. All right. So I've got that one done. We're going to go in on this side.
Look at me. I have lipstick on my chin.
Okay, too much. Way too much. Way too much. Way too much. All right. And there is Livvy's makeup application, everybody. Beautiful job, sweetie. Beautiful job. Now, Livvy's lipstick, when she takes a drink of water, will come off on her glass. Take a sip of your water. Show everybody how it comes off. Did you put it on your actual lips too? Yeah, you did. Okay. Let me see that. Oh, no. This is what we don't like to see. We don't like to see that. No. No. All right. Thank you, baby. Good job with your makeup application, okay? I'm just going to finish up here. You can go. You can go play if you want to. Be careful. She's getting the sillies tonight. All right. So.
Mama.
Next.
I want this.
Nope. You gotta go. You gotta go. All right. So next I am going to go in with, let's see. Going to use a darker color. Now I'm using Shadow Sense to do my contouring. It works really well. I love it. It is cream. So for my darker color, I actually go in with Garnet and Mulberry. And Garnet's a little too dark. This is just what I have now. I'm sure I will explore later on with more colors. But with mixing Garnet and Mulberry, it kind of tones down the Garnet a little bit, so it's not as dark. And I am actually busting out some new brushes today. I'm so excited. So these are also high def brushes. And again, picked them up on sale. I've used these brushes before, so I know that they work really well for this. Now for my darker color with my contouring, right in here, I like to use a bigger brush. I absolutely hate when people get that line. It's like you see that dark line. No, you want to blend that line in. Realistically, you don't want anything to look like you're actually wearing makeup. You want to try to look as natural as possible. I say that very loosely for myself because you can definitely tell that I wear makeup. I love makeup. But anyways, so I am going to go in. And here I have my colors on my hand. I'm going to mix these together. And I think I put this time a little too much garnet, so I'm going to put a little bit more mulberry in.
Wow.
So I definitely want to hear you guys' feedback in the comments below. I want to know how you guys do your contouring. I know that everybody does it differently. Of course, there's, you know, the way that's supposed to be done. But I love to see what everybody's doing, because sometimes I think I'm doing a fantastic way, and then I see somebody else's way and I like it better when I try it out.
Watching.
Nobody's watching yet, baby. We have to go in and edit it. All right. So I'm going to take this here, suck cheeks in.
Suck.
Now, mind you, I am definitely going to go back and blend this in. Like I said before, I hate when I see makeup that is not blended. It is one of my pet peeves that drives me crazy. So when you're using a darker color below your cheekbone, what it's doing, it's actually slimming your face, which I love. I want to look skinnier, and if I can use makeup to make my face look skinnier, please, absolutely. You know, especially with the holidays, I know everybody's like, I'm going to go on a diet. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go on a diet for the holidays. No. It's not going to happen. There's mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese and pie. Like, who can't eat pie during the holidays? I'm sure there are some people out there that can go without pie in the holidays. As a matter of fact, one of my friends hates pie. I think he has absolutely lost his mind for hating pie. You know who you are. I'm talking to you directly. All right. So I have wiped my brush off. Because now I am going to go in with the same brush and I am going to blend this in. Okay, I'm going to go back over it with pearlizer also once I finish, because I do like, I love shimmer. Anybody that knows me well will tell you how much I love shimmer. I love glitter. If I see anything glittery or shimmery, I will buy it. Doesn't matter what it is. All right, so we have that. I'm gonna go back in with my hands a little bit to try to blend that in some more. And I definitely don't want to look like a skeleton. Nobody wants to look like you have skeleton makeup on. Okay, awesome. So now for a highlighter, I'm going to use the Pink Opal Shimmer a little bit right here on my cheekbones.
Bye-bye.
And like I said, I'm going to put a little tiny bit of pearlizer on top of this when I'm finished. So this is another brush. It's just a puffy little high def brush. It is angled. I am about some angled brushes. I love them. Now this is just for a little tiny bit of shimmer. This is nothing crazy. It's a little hard to see with this light, but right in here, it's beautiful. I love highlighter. I feel like I could potentially be one of those memes that is like one of those aliens or one of those like runway models or makeup models that is just their entire face is covered in highlighter. I'd love it so much. All right, so that's where we're at now. I'm gonna go back over this with pearlizer a little bit and just a tiny bit. Definitely don't want too much. Because I just want to blend that contour in. There we go. Do I look skinnier? Do I? All right. So a lot of people do contour their entire face. I personally don't. I wear glasses. The biggest reason I don't contour my nose is because of my glasses. It winds up rubbing off. So if I do take my glasses off at any point in the day, you can see where my glasses were sitting, and I hate that. So I don't bother contouring my nose, but you can. If you were to contour your nose, what you would do is you would go right here. You can actually see it because of this shadow from this light. If I'm looking at you straight on, you would go on this side with your darker color and this side as well. Obviously blend it in, blend it like crazy. And then with the highlighter, and I will go and do this a little bit with one of my powders that I have, but go in and kind of, I highlight around here just for a little bit of shimmer, go down. So we'll do that in just a second. Now, I am going back, I'm going with my translucent powder now. Livvy has already used this. Now I'm going to use it. But I do this on my entire face. Just go over to set everything in. And I have given this enough time in talking to you guys for all of this to dry. You kind of want to let your make scents and your blush scents and your pearlizer sit on your face a little bit before you put your translucent powder on to set everything, because you don't want to rub it all over the place. So there's that. I am going to run over into a second video to do a smoky eye look with liner, and then I will do another video with lip scents. So thank you guys so much for joining me in my simplistic contouring tutorial. If you had any questions about anything, please do leave your comments below, and if you want to keep up with everything I'm doing, just click the subscribe button down there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.